Wow.
Morning, Dwight.
Hey.
What, they replaced him?
That's Jim.
Who are you?
I'm Jim. We've been working together for 12 years.
Jim's not Asian.
Hey, hats off to you for not seeing red.
Huh?
Why don't you tell me about that sale that you made yesterday?
Wellington Systems sold them 10 cases of 24-pound letter stock. Hoping I've got a voicemail from Paul Krieger waiting for me.
Please enter your password. You have one new message.
How did you know? You don't work here. You're not Jim.
I got us that dinner reservation. Rico 7:30.
Oh, great. Can't wait.
Anything for the prank.
Jim's at the dentist this morning, and Steve is an actor friend of ours.
This is Jim.
Yeah. Yes.
Even the kids are Asian.
How did...
Bro, they went all out for that prank.
That's a good one.
That was great. Oh my god.
Hell no. Oh,
Hey guys, we're the Normies. Welcome back to the channel. We are watching The Office, having a lot of fun. This is episode 3 of season 9, Andy's Ancestry.
What up? It's Serge.
I'm Chris.
This is Kelly Kapoor.
I'm Pat.
Almost, guys. Almost. We were doing a whole thing. I can't believe you guys fumbled it. I've known. All right, so there's this ongoing thing whenever they show that actor, people be like, oh, it's Jim from The Office. Like, I've seen it all over the internet.
Oh.
And I've never seen it. I feel like some of the funniest bits that stay as memes for The Office have been
It's the
in the
intro.
intros. Like the chili thing, bro. I thought that was
Oh my god.
I was waiting for the chili thing for years. Like, I can't wait to see this episode. And then it just happened. And I was like,
That was
well, okay.
Which is great. So we're here in the end of The Office. We're getting it all wrapped up. If you guys want to watch more, head over to normies.com where we definitely got more episodes up just for you.
Yes.
You, right there. James, I'm talking to you.
You can also help us decide what we watch next because the poll is probably out around this time. So,
James,
go there and vote.
call your mother.
Do it.
You know you have to. It's been a while. She hasn't heard from you. Call her.
You too, David.
I've been trying to step my game up, be more productive. In fact, you know what? Let's knock out a few more of these sound bites while we're here. That person has really gotten him or herself into quite a predicament.
Dites-moi.
Parlez-vous François?
Guerre.
Ooh.
It's a great language if you're a chain-smoking acrobat.
I'm just trying to fit in there with Andy's family.
Try Dothraki.
Oh.
I just don't want to burden you with my massive stress freakouts. It's just that I am taking my driver's license test in 2 days, and I need to practice with an experienced driver in the car. In whose car?
Nelly, get your wrinkly old balls in here.
See? He's been being mean to Nelly.
Nelly, I could practice with you in my car at lunchtime. I'm sorry, I'm leaving you alone for lunch.
I have a thing.
He's keeping a secret.
She heard it.
Here is a printout of your genealogy. You are a distant blood relative of Michelle Obama.
Oh?
Loves gardening, wants to wipe out fat children.
She's the most popular person in America. Turns out, I am related to Michelle Obama.
Now I have to see the First Lady at holidays. She's gonna be like, what is the best war to do? And I will just be like, duh.
I'm related to Michelle Obama.
Oh god.
Yeah, we noticed early on Andy really appreciates enthusiasm.
Starting to have this reverse effect, though, where I really do think the stuff he does is awesome.
Hard to remember what's real at this point.
Just got through it, man.
Just clap through it.
If you log them all at once, you save a lot of time.
This is really good, Daryl.
You gotta check this out. You just showed me what-
Right now I need canned tuna, okay?
Oh.
I'm related to Michelle Obama.
What? That's cool, man.
He called me a cool man.
Bro, what?
No, I really do think it would be worth it to pull over and just take 10 minutes to eat. I'm gonna be eating while I'm driving, so. Brake lights, brake lights, brake lights!
You think that Andy's family owns slaves?
He, she, it, throat rips. You're shouting it from the back of a horse.
It's gonna go well.
Problem.
So he's not related to Michelle Obama.
I barely know how to turn on my computer.
If there's another explanation, I don't really see what it could possibly be.
Bro, I love Oscar's pettiness is kind of on another level.
Get back to work.
Oh.
I would be very polite today.
Why, is it Employees Day or something? I cannot keep track of these BS holidays.
Most likely, your family were slave owners.
Does anyone else think it's possible that I come from slave owners?
That person has really gotten him or herself.
That was good.
It's a good callback.
Yes, okay, your productivity thing.
Time-saving ideas.
Look, I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm a teensy bit distracted right now.
This is only weird if you make it weird.
Right on, brother.
Wow. There it is. That's quick how it got weird.
Kazir!
Kazir!
Does anyone here have fermented mare's milk?
That he checked.
It'd be great to have something else going on outside of work. Red light. It's nice to have that creative outlet. Red light, red light, red.
We've all been here.
No.
With our European counterparts.
The mural I did for Angela's baby. Oh, I love the lion in the tuxedo. Angela insisted that all the animals be fully clothed.
Turn your status reports up here.
Boss.
Trying to downplay the whole bossy boss thing today.
Because of your slaves.
Not.
Yeah.
Because they're just slaves.
If it makes you feel any better, the Dothraki word for slave master is a term of respect. Color you impressed?
That you're learning a made-up language from HBO's Game of Thrones?
I am so thirsty. Can I have a scoop of water?
You don't have to ask me.
That's kind of mean.
Very funny.
Need fam tree for Ev Buddy. Really dig up dirt ASAP. Looking for dirt.
They are both pretending, right?
Yeah.
Someone is related to Tanya Harding.
Pam, I'm related to Tonya Harding.
What?
Oh, gee, I'm
just practicing my lying. What should we say about Jim?
Oh, I'll say he's related to Richard Nixon. It's an inside joke. He looks really Nixon-y when he wakes up.
Nixon-y.
I actually do have this weird feeling that there's something Jim isn't telling.
Is it about Florida?
It is always an affair.
Jim? No.
You're a cocky little thing, aren't you, Pam?
Turns out I'm not the only one with a few skeletons in the old family
We don't need to do this.
Oh, no.
Phyllis's great-great-grandmother was responsible for spreading cholera to the United States.
What?
Oh, damn.
Phyllis knew.
Uh-oh. Turns out distant relative of the reviled Richard Nixon.
Pam always says I look like Nixon. That's crazy, right?
It does look like
This is
Nixon.
funny. They have the same nose.
You look like Nixon,
nose.
bro.
That is so funny.
Member of the Bund, which is not technically the same thing as the Nazi Party.
I was gonna say it was a tax evader.
What the hell is the boom?
Oh, the look on your faces.
Here's a blood relative of Lizzie Borden.
Cool.
Who that?
She axe murderer from the lake.
We all have ancestors who may have done horrible things in the past, but it's in the past and it's not our fault.
That you're the only one here still benefiting from the terrible things your ancestors did.
How do you figure?
I have to believe that a big part of the Bernard fortune was earned on the backs of slaves.
I'm not gonna apologize for my family's wealth. Did any Bernards ever own a plantation in the South?
All of them.
She said no. Take that.
Uh-oh.
I just asked you. Why didn't you just say that? Stop talking. Stop talking. That's... No, I don't want to know that.
Oh, no.
Oh, God.
What the fuck did you do?
Oh, God. You didn't do anything.
Well, turns
his
out
family
the Bernards
did.
of yore did not own slaves. We merely transported them, which at worst makes us...
So, Underground Railroad.
Men.
No, they weren't transported.
Not that way. They were on the old.
Trying to think of things I can say that make it sound like I had a more difficult childhood than I actually had.
You promised me 5 minutes to talk about productivity suggestions.
What if I said that my dad beat me?
Andy, what happened to you?
This is textbook assistant regional manager stuff here, and I feel like I'm doing all the heavy lifting.
Well, they're about to go off.
Going for a walk.
Good. And
Ah!
You know what? That's fine.
What do you mean that's fine?
The fact that they're still alive is impressive. Hey, man. Racism at work got you down.
I'm done. I gotta get out of here.
Not the easiest day to be assistant regional manager.
Seemed like the better title I have, the stupider my job gets.
Come on, it can always get better, right?
Are
Like
you
what?
offering him a job?
Like hypothetically,
Hypothetically.
if I said that there was another job.
Oh, poaching at work, baby.
Have something cool like sports marketing, or does that sound like something you'd be into?
Hell yeah.
Right?
It's not even a thought.
Not even a thought.
Are you off for a job? You're
That
just
far
playing,
away,
you know,
I can
off
still
of it.
commute. Exactly. Oh, it's happening.
It feels like people are just using
Let's just
Daryl.
keep it between you and me for
Okay.
right now.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, for sure.
If it works out.
It's not real until your wife is on board.
That is quite an ugly wall, isn't it?
Uh,
Yeah. I'm thinking a mural. It's going to be my next special project. Hiring Scranton's most dangerous young muralist to paint the warehouse wall.
Ooh.
Hey!
Hey, can I talk to you for a second?
Anything you have to say to her, you can say to me. She never loved you. What? No.
What the fuck? She's on board.
She never loved you.
I'm going to find you someone better and rich. And Filipino. But we'll break that to her later.
What?
What the hell?
Tell her all the gory details, you snake.
Hey, he deserves this. He said I could get in on it too.
Oh, Pam, no. Oh, I can't bear it.
I have the best wife in the world.
I still can't believe he didn't tell me.
Yeah.
Bum, bum, bum. This is me playing more piano dramatically.
I was helping Nelly drive.
Do not care.
What? Why are you such a dick? I hate him.
Stanley comes in,
Stanley's such an
clocks
asshole.
in, and he gets the fuck out of here.
Douglas, check.
Andy, is it because you're too
I like
old?
that guy. We should hook him up with Meredith.
Huh?
Fuck it, I'm saying it, they lost the sauce!
This is weird.
It's
What
also
was
like-
this? What was that?
Like, this had the potential to be really, really good.
I feel like they made Andy really, really dumb.
Dumb. Yeah.
The way they're using Andy and Aaron and those two specifically, I think are like bothering me the most. It's just weird. I think the Pam Jim thing is also a little weird, but it's, to me, it's not as annoying as for you, Chris. I'm just like really bothered by Andy being such an asshole. He has always had a tendency to be this way.
Yeah.
But it's just a lot.
For me, it makes more. My bad.
Okay.
For me, it makes more sense the Andy way around because like Andy had anger management problems, and it feels like he's just done trying to suppress it. He's kind of leaning into being not quite the worst version of himself, but a version that's a little more rough. So like, I feel
Sure.
that.
You can have anger problems and still be a good person.
Yeah.
And I think he was a good person.
But he was also
now
fired for 4 days. They tried to take his job. They really tried to fuck him over. And I feel like he's really trying to get his get back, but he's doing a little bit too much about it.
Yeah.
And it's mostly towards Nelly. Robert California's gone, so it's not like he needs to be this way with everybody, but I think he's just kind of adopted that. And the only reason why the Jim and Pam stuff I find to be a little bit annoying is because it feels a little forced for me. Like, Pam is deeply upset about this. She's like, I can't believe he wouldn't tell me. Like, this is going to sit and root and be in her brain forever. I just wish the argument was, I don't mind them fighting. I just wish it came from a stronger, nugget.
It's one of those things that it seems like it's kind of small, kind of insignificant, but also it's relatable. Something like that could really be what an argument would be. Like, yo, why were you keeping a secret from me at all? Why does that even come into your mind to not tell me something like that? Like, what else are you gonna do this about?
Yeah.
I think
so. She doesn't know what the strength of her relationship is anymore, which is goofy, but it happens. Like, it's not totally unbelievable.
I guess he just, I don't know. He was cooking something and he wanted to tell her once it was actually real, right?
Yeah, but it's also, big life changes.
Yeah, we might have to move to Philly, this, that, the other.
Yeah, she's not on board, and the plan doesn't mean anything.
Yeah.
I think
They're not gonna move. He said he was gonna commute.
Yeah, you're right.
I think where the show lost the sauce this season is
it's only really been the last 2 episodes.
Yeah, it's only, but there's no more cringe. There used to be cringe. That was.
It does feel like they ate around the cringe without really getting quite into it.
They
had the racist thing. You could have got.
I feel like they just missing the cringe because I remember last season, every episode had that cringe and we were just laughing, but we were also just cringe. I don't know, it's just gold. And this season, there's no cringe.
They had this. This could have been good enough with Andy having this ancestry thing, And like even the setup was good. It's just I guess they didn't. It felt like they didn't take it far enough.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know. They're pussyfooting around it.
There was no actual focus on. Like, we should have seen him get the Ancestry thing. Like, we should have seen him get the test if it was going to be this big of a deal and be the name of the whole episode.
Yeah,
well, otherwise it should have just been like Andy's and Obama. Like, I don't know what it could have been. But.
The Richard Nixon picture is so funny.
Because it's true.
Did they actually put like Jim's nose on a picture of Nixon?
Maybe it's just been an inside joke that he kind of looks like him.
It looks identical.
And like even like to use it to get Daryl to be like actually upset about work feels weird. You know what I mean? Like Daryl's got plenty of other reasons. It's just I get this is like the last straw, but I don't know. It felt in this moment like their conversation in the stairwell felt really, really real for the show. Mm-hmm. Like kind of past comedy. You know what I mean? Like it feels like they stepped into a real life situation.
It did. They stepped into a situation of him really looking at his job and his value because he's been trying to get these ideas and all these things put across. He's been reading books. He's been learning and going to school at night to figure out how to be a better manager. Yeah. And now he's finally in this position and the boss isn't listening to him and is even complaining that no one's coming up with ideas.
And also
using my stuff as a cup holder.
Yeah.
And he's like actually taking over like the qualities of Michael Scott that I didn't like about him being a manager.
Maybe you gotta get there to get.
But like Michael Scott at least was endearing. Yeah. But like now that Andy is doing this, he's actually just being a dick.
Yeah.
And that's why I think it's just not hitting.
I'm not saying that Daryl's reasons for being upset aren't real, or that Andy's shit isn't real. I'm saying that they all feel kind of real and not enough comedy. Yeah. This episode felt less like a comedy and more like a midday drama. You know what I mean? Like that's what I'm saying. This scene out here in the warehouse, it was a good scene and it was done really well, but it felt too serious for this.
There was
for like a brief second. You know what I mean? Even when they do get into serious stuff, it feels like it's not. They don't linger there for too long. You know, this was a really good scene between like two of our favorite characters, but it felt so real compared to the like. Isn't this shit supposed to be kind of funny?
There was like no levity.
Yeah, there was no levity. Yeah,
there's no levity.
Except for
my
the Nelly and
favorite
driving
part.
thing.
Yes, I was about to say that. That was my favorite part of the show. I like the Pam Nelly dynamic.
Pam Nelly venture.
Yeah. I guess, and like that makes sense too, that they're going to try to intercut this semi-serious other story with this, but I don't know, just the last per second, they just weren't there. I don't know, guys. You tell me. Maybe we're wrong. Maybe we're missing the super fan surge, and he'll be in here, and he'll be like, nah, guys, these episodes are crazy. You guys just didn't get it. And then I'll be like, all right. Like, the clapping thing, that was funny. That was a good call, payback. Even the callback to the
Daryl cut.
Yeah, like, that was good. And, like, we had those couple of funny moments. It's just, I don't know. It's missing something.
It's not connected together.
It's missing the sauce. I hate it when people like the vibes off or it ain't got the sauce, but like sometimes the vibes is off and sometimes it ain't got the sauce.
It could be because you're just introducing these three new characters.
It could be because they're in the 9th fucking season. I'm gonna give them that. They wrote everything, or sometimes
every episode feels like they're writing it to end.
Yeah, like we know this is coming to an end. It doesn't feel like a show.
I'm wondering if that affects us too. Maybe us knowing that it is coming to an end is kind of
If I didn't know it's coming to an end, this would probably be the first time that I felt tired of The Office. You know what I mean? I'm like, because it just I think a lot of people look at a lot of ideas and think about like, oh, wouldn't it be dope if this could go on forever, right? Maybe Rick and Morty can, but only because they have the ability to hop universes and be whatever kind of show it chooses to be. South Park's kind of that same way. Simpsons has evolved to be kind of that same way too. You know what I mean? But like this show's about people who work in an office. Eventually it has to end. Community was about college. They can only be in college for so long before they have to move on. Breaking Bad is about, hey, we're going to watch Mr. Rogers turn into Scarface. And after that, like things have to stop. You know what I mean? But this sitcom feels like when they were writing it, you know, when they're doing it, they're like, they didn't really have an end planned, and now we're in the end goals, and that's just what's going to happen.
Well.
But it's cool. We're along for the ride.
Yep.
All right. We'll see you guys at the next episode.
Bye.